Chlordane's main use is as a pesticide and insecticide. It was used as a pesticide on agricultural crops, lawns, gardens, and as a fumigating agent until 1978. It enters the environment through agricultural or residential runoff from its use as a pesticide and insecticide. Chlordane can be introduced by being sprayed on lawns, crops, or even termites inside the house. The EPA banned chlordane from the United States in 1988, but between 1983 and 1988, the only approved use of chlordane was inside the home for termite control. The pesticide was only applied underground. Chlordane's chemical formula is C10H6Cl8. It is a teratogen and a potential carcinogen. Chlordane is a thick, amber-colored liquid that is not soluble in water. It's also a man-made chemical with a chlorine-like odor. Although chlordane has been banned for several decades, it has not yet been eliminated from the environment. Chlordane has a high potential to bioaccumulate, which contributes to its toxicity in the environment. Chlordane can remain in certain types of soil for over 20 years. And even though up to half of the chlordane in the soil surface can evaporate within days, the rest of the evaporation process takes much longer. This is because the chlordane has penetrated into the soil. It is possible for people to breathe in chlordane that has volatilized from the soil. Chlordane binds very strongly to soil particles. It creates a strong attachment to particles in the upper layers of soil, leading to a very slow breakdown process. As the heaviness of the soil increases, so does the persistence of the toxin, because it's easier for chlordane to evaporate from the lighter soil. Chlordane has the strongest impact on aquatic organisms, and it's very persistent in water with a half-life of over 200 days. It bioaccumulates and biomagnifies in organisms, becoming more concentrated as it travels up the food chain. It's stored as fat in organisms and can still be found in most mammals, along with birds and fish. Symptoms of exposure include convulsions, headaches, diarrhea, loss of vision, liver damage, and vomiting. The largest observed effect of chlordane on humans has been on the nervous and digestive systems, as well as the liver. The acute LD50 of chlordane ranges from 250 to 590 milligrams per kilogram. The oral LDLO for humans is 29 to 40 milligrams per kilogram, and the dermal LDLO for humans is 428 milligrams per kilogram. The LDLO is the lowest dose, which causes death. Children, especially infants, are more sensitive to effects of chlordane than adults are. Some substitutes for chlordane include aldrin, dieldrin, and parathion. These substitutes are less effective and more expensive than chlordane. Most of these substitutes are also very toxic.